And I think the best part of our relationship actually isn't in front of anyone. It's, when we're both in our pajamas at home texting each other or on a FaceTime or on a call. I'm constantly looking out for my circle of friends, which is primarily women. And the thing that is always like the heartbeat of how I do my work is I'm always looking for the younger actresses who are coming up, and if they need information, if they need help, I am here. I give my number out to whoever needs it, and an email or whatever you need, I'm around, because I really don't mind sharing information, sharing things I've learned already, so that there's a space for support. I think it's very important that I'm where I am now, and I've had the help to get here, and I want to be able to pay it forward. I really want to be able to be a place where people can come for information if they need it, and if they need the help or if they need advice, that they can actually, ask for advice without feeling afraid or without feeling nervous or ashamed of it.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you. And thinking about women supporting women, obviously your friendship with Ariana has been everywhere because of all this press tour.
Look at you. You're beautiful.
What do you think it is about your friendship with her that has resonated so strongly with fans?
I think at first people may have thought it was, what is the word? Orchestrated for press and whatnot. But I think as people have learned that it's actually really real, that we've spent the time to build it, that we have provided each other with a really safe space, with some ground, with a little bit of foundation, so we could actually do the work that we needed to do within this film. And I think people saw it come through in the film, but didn't realize that it actually permeated it backwards. So you start back with us as people, and that moves forward into the film. I think seeing that is a reminder that it actually exists, that we can have really fruitful, full relationships with other women, and it be platonic and still be deeply loving and deeply caring, and actually really helpful for the work. It means that we can actually do good work when we feel good and we feel like we're taken care of by the people that we're working with. I feel really safe with her. She feels really safe with me. And there is nothing like being able to work with someone who you feel like that about. We talk to each other every day. And it doesn't really, for us, I think what everyone's learning is that it doesn't stop there. It doesn't stop once the film is over. It doesn't have to stop once the film is over. It doesn't have to stop once the camera starts rolling. It continues in our everyday lives after this. And I think that's what people have probably been fascinated by, that the work, that our relationship continued into this press, outside of this press, as we were living our lives, when we go for our walks, whatever, it's not necessarily even for cameras. And I think the best part of our relationship actually isn't in front of anyone. It's, when we're both in our pajamas at home texting each other or on a FaceTime or on a call, or, leaving voice notes for each other, or having conversations and having heart to hearts. That is the stuff that you don't see, that builds us as people together, that then you get to see on camera.
And thinking about the film itself, being accepted by other people is a really big theme of it.
You're green. I am.
How do you think that we are shaped by the drive to be accepted?
I think sometimes we make the wrong choices when we want to be accepted. I think that we start to mold ourselves into people we don't necessarily recognize because we want other people to accept who we are. And I think the theme is acceptance, but it's not necessarily as someone else. I think for Elphaba, she yearns to be accepted as herself. I think that Glinda has been accepted, but hasn't ever really been able to show who she is fully, because people really want the one type of person from her, and they are happy to see that. And when she becomes someone else, she risks losing all of that. Elphaba risks constantly being rejected because she can't be anything other than who she is. There isn't a way for her to fit in. And so what she risks, and I think is one of her fears, is to be completely rejected in front of people. And I think the way we tell people that they need to fit into a mold damages what we could actually provide the space for, which is people being themselves. And actually, the more people are themselves, the better the more you get from them, and the better the thing you get from them is. You know, people, when they know themselves the most, tend to be the most relaxed, tend to be the most themselves, and tend to be the most open when they can just be themselves. And hopefully this starts that conversation about how are we actually, how are we telling people to walk into rooms as? Who are we asking them to come in as? People that we are comfortable with, or people that we should get to know? Yeah.
And one final question.
Yes.
If you had a superpower for one day, what would you choose and what would you do with that power?
I don't even know if this power exists, but the power to provide empathy. So like to help people see what other people are feeling. And I think that would immediately help other people be more empathetic to other people, be more accepting, have more patience, and maybe be kinder to other people, I think. And if people are kinder to other people, there's more time, and there's more, I think there's less reason to hurt others when you know what other people are going through.